Hey friends, it's Lisa here from Arcane and Stellar. Welcome to my channel, and I'm glad that you're here today. I hope that this reading finds you happy, healthy, and blessed. And in this reading, our topic is going to be, who is currently missing you? So at the moment that you're watching this, who's missing you? Whose heart are you on? Why? As well, we'll answer why and try to find out why. Why are they missing you? Yeah, so we have 4 different groups to choose from. On group number 1, we have Smoky Quartz. On group number 2, we have Rainbow Moonstone. On group number 3, we have Tree Agate. And on group number 4, we have Aura Rose Quartz. So those are the 4 groups, and the timestamps will be down below. I encourage you to tune into your intuition, to choose your pile, and I'd love to hear down in the comments below what you thought of the reading after you watch it. Let me know. Give a like, subscribe if you want to, and I wish you all the very, 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 very best. Take care, and I will see you in your reading. So hello group number 1, let's go ahead and get started on your reading. So who's missing you? Let's cleanse the area and begin taking a look at the cards. I will be live shuffling at some point, so especially for the why, I kind of just took the basis cards to be who's missing you, kind of the description of maybe the situation, the person, and so on and so forth. So let's just go ahead and get started. You chose the Smoky Quartz, and we've got Meditate, 9 of Wands, and the Moon, as well as the Lady of Lightning. Interesting. Okay, so meditate. Okay, first of all, the 9 of Wands. Let's start there with the 9 of Wands. So this can indicate a person who's kind of got a little bit of a barrier up. This card can indicate that someone's feeling a little bit protective of themselves. And the Moon here as well, I think, can talk about somebody who's protecting themselves maybe from fear, perhaps, or uncertainty. Okay, so maybe there's like some sort of level of uncertainty between the two of you, or they feel uncertain about you in some way. Maybe you've kind of drawn away from them. There feels like this to me feels like the description of a misunderstanding, perhaps. So this might be somebody you've kind of come to a misunderstanding with as well. We also have that Lady of Lightning card, which says surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. And again, maybe there has been some sort of shock or disruption in the connection, right? Maybe some sort of surprise that's left this person dumbfounded, as an example, or confused or uncertain. Meditate makes me feel as if this person, I think it kind of definitely puts forward that sort of meaning that they're definitely probably not talking to you a whole lot at this time, or that there's a sense of like silence between the two of you. Maybe you're not talking as much to this person right now, or they are kind of contemplative, kind of quiet. But I feel like meditate also implies that this person's been thinking a lot, and that they've definitely been reflecting a lot as well. Because what do we do when we meditate? Well, unless you're amazing at it, your mind tends to come up with thoughts that sort of, interfere and kind of come, and we sort of reflect on things a little bit more when we're in meditation. So I feel like this is a person who they tend to think about you too when they're kind of quiet, or when they do meditative type of practices like washing the dishes or doing something kind of routine, or such as when they're going to sleep, that sort of thing. It could also, I think it really just implies that this person also is a bit quiet or secretive at this time as well. So why does this person, and of course, by the way, with the signs, of course, with the Moon, we have Pisces, perhaps, or Cancer, and I always go with Cancer because that's, my astrology part of myself. And then there's the 9 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So those could be signs. I kind of get Aquarius kind of vibes up here with the Lady of Lightning, Uranus. It reminds me of. So I'll just throw those signs out there. But why is group number 1's person missing them? Why? Why did they miss them? So here we probably have a reconsideration of feelings, or a different choice in how one feels. This person, if they did kind of get backed out and balked, maybe had a chance with you or something like that, they might be seeing things in a little bit of a different light. Why did this person miss group number 1? We have positivity and waiting. Again, I think that we get sort of somebody who again, meditative type of state, waiting. She's sort of looking out. And this person that's missing you might be waiting for you to reach out to them, by the way. That might be something, perhaps you've ghosted somebody yourself and they kind of were shocked at that they're kind of wondering, where'd you go? Why'd you do that? Maybe they felt quite positively about you and then you sort of walked away. This might indicate that for some of you, you're not into this person. It could be for some of you that this is somebody that you know, maybe walked away from, or kind of just, maybe you didn't feel the same, maybe the feelings are mutual, that sort of thing. Because I feel like this person, they want to choose you. I feel like that too. So, I mean, with general readings, it can be so tricky because there are so many different people with different situations. So I feel like the scenario is going to be one or the other. So you're going to have to kind of see what fits for you. If you've maybe had someone who liked you as an example and you sort of weren't feeling the same and you kind of pulled back as an example, that might be who this person is. Maybe it shocked them and they're kind of confused right now, but they miss you because they're still kind of hoping that something could kind of form between the two of you. For others of you, if they did that, maybe they kind of got scared, wet feet, that sort of thing, and backed off. Maybe because you brought up some sort of fears in them. It could be that, you know, they're wanting to kind of go towards you because they are reflecting on how positive you made them feel in the past, right? Either way, though, that's the thing about waiting, though, too. For some of you, I really get the sense that you've kind of, like, cut someone off a little bit, because sometimes when we do that psychologically, it makes the other person want to, you know, it kind of makes them miss us, as an example. So maybe some of you have purposely actually, like, kind of stopped talking to someone to see if they'd care. And I feel like this indicates that, yeah, they do. You know what I mean? So especially for those of you in that kind of situation, this is probably that person. They might not have expected you to actually fall through, as an example, or they didn't really expect it to come. And so now it's kind of like, well, damn, that option's gone. You know, or if it's so, because for some of you, you might be like, ha, about this, but that's kind of the vibe I'm picking up, to be honest. And I think too, you know, we often, after something's gone from us and we sort of have some time to think, we kind of maybe start to get out of like the negative mindset and we start to look at the more positive things. So I think that's normal when we start to, you know, reminisce, or, you know, looking at the past with rose-colored glasses and stuff. Not to say that you're bad or anything like that. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that that reflection usually causes people to look at the good things. And so again, that probably is fueling that feeling of missing you at this time too. But I think that this person, they miss you because they still want something to happen. They still want the option. For some of you, toxically, yeah, they want you still that option with you. But not for everyone. It's not toxic for everyone or anything like that. I know for some of you, you're gonna be like, oh yeah. But I think generally this person still wants some kind of chance with you. So that is what I'm getting here for those of you that chose group number 1. Maybe we should take a few letters. Let me move my little gnome. He's sitting on the letters. He'll come sit here. Look at, I have autumn gnome and then regular gnome. But it's nearly autumn, so let's do that one. Let's get some letters here. I'll take one more handful. Okay. Ooh, we have Fox. That's my maiden name. Okay, let's see here. Oh, we have a blank one. So the blank one can really stand in for any letter. So we can make a lot more with with that one. So we have fox and pig. Interesting. So animals. Animals are showing up. And let's see, we have big. And we have socks. Well, here, I'm going to put them right. Yeah, you can see them. Okay, I'm just making sure. Because I know that sometimes on the cards you might not be able to see them very great. But yeah, here are the letters. I'm not going to sit here and try to read them too much because I don't want to, I don't really want to, you know, go through all of them. It's going to be boring. So you can definitely look and see if you see anything special, like here's if. We have poof. Oh, interesting. Poof, like poof, I'm gone. Or poof, you disappeared. That shocking kind of maybe poof, you know, disappearance. But yeah, that's what we have here for the letters. I really hope that this reading was interesting. Let me know how you felt about it in the comments below. Let me know you chose pile number 1. Comments always help YouTubers' engagement, so I encourage you, you know, when you can, just leave a little comment for anyone that you watch, not just me. It's really important for a lot of channels at this time, you know, especially tarot channels in particular. It helps. I know sometimes it's hard because it's like personal, and so I can understand why many people don't comment, because it's like, oh, you know, I might be shy about it, or good, you know, whatever. But, you know, sometimes it's really helpful to other readers, and I know a lot of other readers who've been really needing that engagement in order to kind of help their channel grow, as an example. It's not, I like hearing from you guys, but just a reminder, I guess. I just, because I have, you know, a few friends that really, you know, can struggle sometimes with the algorithm and stuff like that. It's just something to think about. If you want to be a positive support, you know, it's something that we can do, you know, to support other people. But anyway, and that's why I always try to do it myself too. Comment, like, and everything like that, and subscribe. But anyway, I wish you the very, very best. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next reading. Bye-bye. Hey friends, if you chose group number 2 here with the Rainbow Moonstone, this is your reading. So, who is missing you right now? Let's find out. So we have Rebirth, the Hungry Ghost, Obsession, Scarcity, Consciousness, and Attachment. And we have the King of Swords and the Hermit. Very interesting. So for signs, we have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, as well as Virgo. Okay, so those are the signs represented in the tarot cards. This may or may not resonate. I wouldn't stick too hard to the signs. What I do feel like, though, is we have a person who has very few words to say at this time. This might be a person who you're not really speaking with, actually. Especially because of that hermit energy. Definitely indicates a solitary person, or a period of separation or retreat, right? So I think this is a person who isn't talking to you much. The King of Swords can represent somebody intellectual and somebody who, well, probably thinks they're quite smart. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. We don't know. I guess you would know better. But yeah, usually it's somebody who, you know, values intelligence, facts, and education, learning, speaking, and so on and so forth. So the negative side of this King of Swords is that this person can't be quite harsh with their words. They are adept at using words usually, and so sometimes the words can sting or burn, or they could even be non-existent. Especially in the case right now, I feel like this is definitely somebody that you're not talking to. And I do feel like what's interesting with the Hermit and the Rebirth card in particular is I do really get the sense of somebody who's going through some sort of self-discovery period, or again, there's this sort of perhaps like battle going on inside of them where they're sort of turning over a lot of psychological things inside of them, probably something that's not so apparent to you. Now, on the outside circumstances, of course, they could be going through certain changes that have taken them away from you, as an example, maybe moving or starting new things in their life. I don't think that really has a lot to do with you, though. I think it's more internal in them. But yeah, the Hungry Ghost with obsession, scarcity, consciousness, and attachment does make me feel that at some point in this connection, one or you or both of you were very much connected to this connection or this person. There could be a little bit of codependency at some point or something like that. This person could also kind of have an obsessive personality as well. Like maybe they focus very hard on something and can't let it go. Whether it's you or something else, it could just be an attribute that they have. They get into something and they just obsess about it. That sort of thing. And with attachment, I mean, I have a good chance that they're trying, a good idea that this person likely has an attachment to you still and is kind of trying to let that go. So I'm kind of curious, why do they miss you? Let's go ahead and look at that. Why is this person missing group number 2? Why does this person miss group number 2? Oops. Okay, interesting. And then I'm going to take one of these cards as well. So why is this person missing group number 2? Wow. So this almost reminds me a little bit of group number 1 in a way. So, because they also had the waiting card. What's funny is that you have the Hermit card repeated for why they're missing you. So they're missing you because they're not talking to you. They're not seeing you. They are apart from you. There's a separation. If it's not, it doesn't even have to be a physical separation. It could be a separation of the mind or the heart. It's like you're not meeting somehow. You're not like being able to reflect who you are to each other or something like that. So it might even be somebody that you see, but it's like maybe the aspects of the connection have changed to where you're not as close as you once were, as an example, or that there's a frigid kind of environment between the two of you, or celibate type of environment. I want to say that this person's definitely perhaps had some reflection and gotten to know themselves a bit more, and perhaps they've come to a realization of how much you mean to them. Like I told group number 1, and this kind of has kind of similar vibes, is that a lot of times people don't realize what they've got till it's gone. And oftentimes being alone, and that's why it's so important to really spend time alone, to meditate, to go for walks alone or do things on your own, because you kind of shut out the noise from people around you, media, people, other people's opinions, and you kind of get to know yourself more and what your inner voice wants, what your inner self wants. So many of us ignore that part of ourself as we go throughout our day. We, just busy our minds with the noise around us, and so we don't often stop to reflect about who we really are, what we really want deep down. And I feel like this is a person who's kind of had that ability, you know what I mean? And I think we all have been in situations where there was a quiet period, maybe after we quit a job or a relationship, or we had some time alone or apart after an argument, and we kind of start to reflect, and we see maybe the parts where we went wrong, where they went wrong, where things went wrong, and we start to think a little bit more about. And so this is like the reflective type of energy that I'm getting here, that this person's kind of realizing how much they miss you. And the Four of Wands, especially in the Seven of Cups, could mean that this person's idolizing what once was. Sorry. That, like, you know what I mean? Like, kind of daydreaming and reminiscing, sort of. The Four of Wands kind of implies to me that at some point something was stable here, or something was very happy. And probably they're looking back towards that and reminiscing. I feel like this is a person who's kind of thrown aside the bad times and is focusing more on the good times too. Like, I think we're in that stage. And with it waiting and inner knowing, it's almost like an impatience. I'm wondering when you're going to come back to them, or when things will come back together. The waiting also, though, implies to me that probably this person doesn't want to make any move towards you. It's like they're waiting for you. So I don't know, like, if I would see, I didn't ask that, if this person's going to kind of like contact you or try to, like, restore the connection or something like that. But I would say that it seems like unlikely with that waiting card. And I don't think that we should ask in this reading, since there's so many people watching. I don't want to give an inaccurate answer, because we're already kind of looking at one situation that's going to be collective, and then I don't want to like shove more details in there, because I just don't think it would be accurate for everyone. But with that inner knowing, again, I think that this is a person who's kind of come to realize things as there's been a separation, or a period of not talking as well. So that is what I'm seeing for those of you that chose group number 2. I'm going to take some letters now, and maybe we can find some name or some kind of words. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't done letters in a long time, so I thought, well, what the heck? I'll do them. I'm going to put them over here. I get that song by Cole Beck. What is it? Something Calvert. I Miss Everything About You. can't believe that. That one kind of comes into my mind. So we have a lot of repeating letters here. I'm going to dig in it and get 2 more. Okay, let's see. We have I and M. Okay, so we have M. We have a lot of I's, like 3 I's. So maybe like we have I names like Isaiah, Isaac, Isa, Isabella, these type of I names. I'm wondering if we might be seeing some of that. We also have a lot of T, so Tom, Tim, T names, Tina, Thomas. Yeah, we already said that. You know what I mean? T names, I names. And then we have, let's see, we have Peg, like maybe Peggy. We have Pot. We have a lot of different, I don't know. I'm not great at this. We have Deep as well. Maybe this is like talking about like maybe the deep feelings or deep reflection as well. We have God. So maybe there's some religious beliefs here. Let's see. We have Time as well. Yeah, T-I. Or is it M-E? Oh my God. Yeah. So I would definitely say that you should look through the letters and see maybe if you see anything. I'd love to hear it. We have Dog as well as Dome. We have Dime as well. We have Dig. We have Dip, maybe dipping out of your life as an example. We have Me, so maybe it was someone who was self-focused at some point. And we have Die as well. Yeah, so we have like a few. We have also Diet. So yeah, I would, like I said, letters are fun. Sometimes they'll resonate, sometimes they won't. I like to put them in there because I know some people really like them. We have Tito as well. But yeah, I hope that this reading resonated. Let me know in the comments below if you chose group number 2, if you know who this is. Tell me. And I just encourage you guys, if you like this reading and you want to see more, subscribe and like and let me know you liked it if you want. But I'm wishing you all the very, very best. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next reading. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 3 here with this Triagate, this is your reading. So let's find out who is missing you. I'm going to cleanse on camera because I forgot to do it off camera. So sorry. Okay, let's see. Who's missing you? So we have Trust, 3 of Wands, as well as the Ace of Pentacles and the Camel Boy. Interesting. So, you know what's interesting here is that the first 2 groups had kind of a similar vibe. It felt like a no contact situation. It felt like maybe a falling out or some kind of difficulty. I feel like you know this person, you interact with this person, and this is not like a separation kind of situation here. I mean, there could be distance, but I don't feel like you're not talking to this person. In fact, some of you might be asking about someone you met online, and they might miss you in a way that they don't see you, or they want to be close to you. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. With the Camel Boy, we have small steps in asking for help, and we have that Trust card. Now, the Trust card is beautiful here because we see the phases of the butterfly. And so what I feel like is that you guys, what's interesting, it's just crazy because we see kind of like the 3 phases, right, that are showing here. And then we have the 3 of Wands, which kind of indicate forward movement or going towards something, getting something. And that Ace of Pentacles, it's almost like somebody's waiting for the next step. And I feel like this is a relationship that is actually progressing, or this person hopes that it will progress in the future. So totally different vibe. Okay, we have earth and fire signs kind of prominent here, so I would definitely, look toward Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn if you want to. I don't feel like signs, and tarot cards are always, I'll say them for people because I know some people like them, but I don't think it's something to get hung up on at all, but for some of you that could just be that extra confirmation. But yeah, this feels like a relationship that's just developing or just beginning or is kind of on that sort of pathway. So it reminds me of like, I remember when my partner and I first met, we met online, and it reminds me of that feeling of like, oh, I miss him. When's he coming back online? You know what I mean? That sort of thing. I want to talk to him. And that's the kind of vibe I get. It's almost like somebody's missing you because they're kind of starting something with you. They're getting to know you. They want, like when you go offline or you're not messaging back or you're at work or something, they miss talking to you. They want to talk to you. That's the vibe I'm getting here. So very cute, very cute. Okay, so group number 3. Why is this person missing them? Why? We have relaxation. Why is this person missing them? Well, feelings. Okay, hold on. Let's get some tarot as well. So why is group number 3's person missing them? Whoopsie. Hold on. So we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups. Well, you bring happiness to them when they're sad. You lift them up. You make them feel better. Yeah. Queen of Swords here. Why do they miss you? Well, probably you say things to them that makes them feel better, essentially. You might also have good advice. I get the feeling here that you give this person a sense of relaxation. You bring this person a sense of calm. And it's not just that relaxation. It's that 3 of Cups as well. That feeling, it's like they feel good about you. They feel good around you. With that 5 of Pentacles, for some of you, you might literally be helping them through some sort of struggle in their life. Like verbally, like maybe helping them out of like negative self-talk, or maybe they've just not felt that great. Maybe they're out of work or having a difficult time, materially in some way. And your words of advice are valued and they bring a sense of relaxation. Like maybe, it's like, that person was like, everything's going to be fine. You should try this. You should try that. And it's kind of like, oh, God, okay, good advice. So you might even give this person great advice, actually. But there's definitely a sense of warmness here that this person misses about you. And they like your company, essentially. And they like the way that you make them feel. That's really what it is. They like the way that you talk to them, the way that what you say and what you do and how you represent yourself. Like it feels good and it's something that they miss. So it's very simple, straightforward kind of reading. I really think this is a cute little situation here, actually, though. So I feel like this person's kind of looking forward to more as well. It's like, what more can you say next? Or what more can we learn? So some of you, even, this could be, especially for those of you that are like not romantically, like inclined or something like that, this could even represent like the idea of a student coming to your class and wants to learn more, or like such simple things like that, or somebody who's asking you for advice, or you're helping them with something or advising them on something. They might be missing you because they're like, man, okay, what's the next step, or what can I do next, what can I learn next, or what can they say next to help me, that sort of thing. That's the vibe I get. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and pull some letters, because I know this is a little bit shorter than the other ones, but it feels so straightforward and simple. So I'm going to get some letters. Oops, sorry. Bonking into the camera stand. Okay, that's enough. Oh, a lot of eyes again. We had this with group number 2 too. I even mixed them up, I swear. Okay. And we have it. Okay. So we have it. Let's see. We have mile, and it makes you think like miles away, like a person is at a distance for some of you. Distant. We have lie. We also have... Ooh, interesting. We almost have the word... Oh, we do have it. Relief. Like you bring this person a sense of relief. Okay, that's funny. Okay. We also have life as well. Maybe like life advice. We have mule. Perhaps the person's overwhelmed with something as well, like feeling like a mule, like a lot's on their shoulders sort of thing. We also have fly. So I think that some of you are like at flying distance, like not driving distance, but really far away from this person. And we also have file. Again, maybe pointing to some sort of information, filing away some kind of information. We also have a rule. So maybe some of you are held back from this person because of rules, like governmental rules, like COVID or something like that, maybe. I mean, that's just when I'm currently posting this, but that might not be the case later on. We have a lot of I's, so maybe this person has a strong I in their name. Like I mentioned this in group number 2, I think it was like Isaac or Isaiah or any kind of I name. Isabella, Julia. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other I names. I'm like running a blank. Let's see. We also have lure as well. But yeah, I encourage you, of course, to like look, at the words and see if you see anything important or relevant to you. We have floor. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. I think that's right. Floor, right? Is that? Hopefully. But yeah, we have all those different letters. So, of course, you can combine them to make a lot of different things. I'd love to hear what you come up with in the comments below. But anyway, I really hope that this reading was interesting for you. And I'm curious if you guys know who this might be or what it is. I want to hear. But I'm wishing you the very, very best. And I hope to see you all in the next reading. Take care. Like and subscribe if you want before you leave. But yeah, and see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello friends, if you chose the Aura Rose Quartz, this is your reading. So who's missing you? Let's find out. So, there we go. So we'll start here with the cards that I kind of selected for the beginning, and then we'll live shuffle a little bit later. So we have the Truth card, and as well we have the Magician, the Page of Wands, and the Desert Prince. Survival and False Promises. So one of the meanings that the Magician can have, so first of all, I'll talk about the signs really quickly. We have perhaps Gemini. We also have perhaps a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? So it could be any of these perhaps. Air signs I do associate with the Truth card, in particular air communication, so, but a Gemini kind of come up quite strongly here. So one thing that I could tell you is that the Magician on the negative side can sometimes be a bit of a deceiver. Can be a manipulative kind of tendency because the Magician is a manipulator. It's somebody who, but manipulation is not always a bad thing. We have to manipulate reality in order to create the results that we want, right? We manipulate wood to build a house. That sort of thing. I feel like this person could be on the negative end of the spectrum here because of the survival and false promises. This could be somebody who's kind of maybe presented themselves to be a little bit better than they were. So this might be somebody who has tendencies to kind of make false promises, and perhaps this is somebody who struggles with the truth. It could be somebody who sugarcoats things, or sometimes it might be someone who's not really in good control of their throat chakra, or too much. I feel like for some of you, this person's actually kind of like lied to you or misrepresented themselves in some way toward you, and now they're missing you, apparently. There's an immaturity sometimes at the Page of Wands. It could be over energetic, like less likely to be consistent, as an example. These are just some of the poor qualities, but I do feel like the poor qualities are more present in this person, or at least according to you, probably. So, or your experience with this person, like you might not have such a great positive experience with this person. I'd like to say that they're seeking some kind of truth here, but I don't feel like they've lived up to it. And with that survival and false promises, that card always gives me the vibe of somebody who feels like they have to make themselves something more than they really are because they have some sort of belief that they're not as good as they are. So that can lead people to exaggerate, lie, or, kind of make themselves better than they are. And again, it might come down to survival instinct. You know what I mean? There are reasons psychologically why people lie. You know what I mean? Or kind of perhaps even say that they agree with something when they actually don't. So this could be somebody that, said something that they didn't actually mean. It could be that this person's lied about how they felt about you. They could have said something negative as well when they were pissed off that they didn't really mean, So I get some sort of struggle here with the truth. And so it could go either way, but I feel like you're going to kind of know who this is because you would have had an experience with this person that I think was impactful in some way on you. And like I said, it's going to kind of fall between somebody who maybe said something kind of cruel, mean, or awful, came sort of out of a self-defense mode, or maybe kind of didn't say all of the truth, maybe made some false promises, and then sort of, maybe you felt manipulated or something like that. It could be somebody who does that to other people as well, though. Like, just doesn't have a very strong sense of self or something, or, can kind of do that sort of thing. But yeah. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. It's like a personality trait for this person. In fact, actually, the truth card, let me see. I don't know where I put that guidebook. I was just using it because I use it in personal readings quite a bit. But I don't know where I put the booklet. I was going to look at the shadow meanings because that particular booklet has it. Oh, there it is. Found it. It's right here. Let's see here. The truth card, the shadow meaning is lies and deception, believing in stories, gossip, and denial. So that's quite interesting as well. It could be somebody also that has spread rumors about you or gossiped about you. Maybe you had an ending of a friendship or a connection where there was some gossip, some bullshit going on. And it could be that this person was trying to kind of cover their butt or create some sort of illusion that came from an immature place or a place that was sort of instinctual and maybe too quickly done, kind of like a knee-jerk reaction. Okay, so why does group number 4's person miss them? Why? Oh, support. Why does group number 4's person miss them? Well, dang it. That went flying, didn't it? Healing. Look at the camaraderie here. For some of you, I really feel a friendship here, possibly, or a group thing. There could have been like more than one person, kind of in a circle of people or something like that for some of you. I feel like this person, but nevertheless, I think this person misses the supportive kind of healing attitude that you had. I'm guessing that you probably were quite good to this person and you've supported them in life. Yeah, 3 of Cups. Oh, strong friend vibes here, or like that you've been in a group kind of setting with this person. I think this person has come to realize like how good you were to them as an example. Like definitely that strong support system coming through. So I really feel, darn it, I really feel like this is a friend for a lot of you that maybe you had some kind of falling out with. I'm not saying it couldn't be a relationship that's like, romantic or anything like that, but I do really get strong friend vibes. I feel like they've seen the light in some way. They probably have seen some of the errors of their ways. Their way. One second. Let me just try to reach these cards that fell down. So look at the cards that fell down. They're quite interesting. Again, we get the Magician. We get the Death card, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So this feels like somebody who would like to make amends, essentially. I feel like this is a person who got cut off or there was an ending here. And perhaps they're, again, missing you because of that. Perhaps, like, there were, like, good feelings at one point. I feel like this person misses having you on their side in some way. So even if you do talk to this person still, because I don't necessarily feel like a strong, you're not talking to this person. It could be that you are, and there's just a wall between the two of you, metaphorical, a metaphorical wall. But yeah, I do feel like this is somebody who really misses a friendly relation between the two of you, and perhaps the kindness, the support that they felt at one point. I think this person's probably blew it with some actions that they've taken, to be honest. And they kind of regret it, because I think that this person's kind of come to understand it. That Judgment card, you think about it, usually it's depicting Judgment Day, and that's when we kind of answer for who we are in this world and who we've been and where that means we're going next. And so sometimes, you know, it can reflect that idea that, okay, oh, I haven't been the best person, I haven't done the best things. And I think this person might be kind of self-reflective in that way at this time, and kind of realizing maybe what they've lost in you. So even if you're still talking to this person but you're distant, as an example, because you kind of like have taken your heart out of the equation, this person could be regretting that. You know, maybe that there's been changes that they've enacted that were, you know, hard to turn around. Sometimes it can be like that, you know, when someone breaks your trust, it's hard to ever get that back, right? It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort. So there we go. That is who's missing you. I'm so curious if this will resonate. Oh shoot, I almost forgot letters. Let's get some letters. I'm drawing letters this time because I haven't in a while. Okie dokie, let's see what's here. So letters may or may not resonate. See what kind of words you come up with. I'd love to hear about it in the comments if you see words. Some of you are just amazing at picking up the words. I'll try not to spend too much time on this, so not to bore the heck out of you. Okay, so we have, let's see, these are the letters we have. We have an N. We have Nye, Bill Nye, the science guy. That's what I think of. New Year's Eve as well. We have this doesn't, we don't have that word, but mercy comes to my mind for some reason. Mercy, like the word. We don't have a C to make that word, but that came to me. We have REM. That's a band. Okay, we have town. Okay. We also have time. I get that song, Time. It takes time to win back your love again. The Scorpion song. Okay, we have run. And we have mow, more. We have QUIET. So maybe something about being quiet, quietness. We have the name Mora. That's a rare name. Well, almost. We don't actually have that name. Never mind, we don't have an A. I always think I'm going to have an A because, you know, it's a vowel. Oh, gosh. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. We also have money as well, too. And yeah. So that's what I'm seeing. So if you see any, like, words here, names, I see wrong. No, I don't see that. Never mind. I'm horrible with this, with names. I'm not that great. I feel like I could be better. We have new as well. The word new. We have well, I don't know. I'll let you guys look and see if you see anything here. I didn't take that many. Normally I'll take more, but I thought I'll just keep it kind of simple. And of course words might be helpful here, like with money. Maybe you guys had arguments about money, or there's a discussion of money here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just take them how they resonate. But just an extra bonus for those of you that like it. And I know that some of you do, so I'm wishing you the very, 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 very best. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. I will see you all in the next reading, okay? Take care in the meantime, though. Bye-bye.